Imagine the Earth opening, not in one place, not in one country, but everywhere. Imagine a world where every volcano, from the smallest crack in the ocean floor to the giants towering above continents, erupts in the same hour. Chain reaction of fire, ash, thunder, and darkness. This is not mythology, not a Hollywood film. Hey, this is the ultimate geological nightmare. What if every volcano on Earth erupted at once? Volcanoes are the pressure valves of our planet. They shape continents, create islands, release the heat trapped inside the Earth for billions of years. Most of the time, they remain silent, dormant giants. But the Earth is not peaceful. Under its crust lies a boiling ocean of molten rock, a force older than life itself. Right now, there are more than 1,350 active volcanoes on land, and over 1 million volcanic vents hidden beneath the oceans. If they all erupted together, the Earth would not simply change, it would transform forever. Today we step into that world. A world of fire and ash, a world on the edge of collapse. To understand this scenario, we must first understand volcanoes themselves. Volcanoes are not just mountains. They are windows into the planet's interior. Each one connects the surface to magma chambers, melting rock superheated to over 1,200 degrees Celsius. A volcanic eruption releases ash that can block sunlight, gases that can poison air, lava that melts everything, shock waves that travel thousands of miles. But this scenario is far beyond a normal eruption. This is global ignition. Every volcano, every fissure, every underwater vent erupting with full force simultaneously. The world's crust becomes a battlefield. Humanity stands in the middle. It begins with a tremor, a vibration that spreads across continents. Then silence. A moment so still it feels unnatural. And suddenly, the Earth roars. From Japan to Iceland, from Hawaii to Italy, from South America's Andes to Africa's Rift Valley, fire bursts into the sky. Some eruptions explode outward with the force of nuclear weapons. Others ooze rivers of lava miles wide. But the most terrifying eruptions happen in the oceans, where 75% of all volcanic activity is hidden. The sea begins to boil. Gigantic plumes rise from underwater vents. The oceans themselves tremble. Within minutes, global communication systems fail. Seismographs overload. Emergency networks collapse. Governments are blind, and the sky begins to darken. As the world erupts, ash clouds rise at impossible speeds. Some climb 30 kilometers into the stratosphere, higher than commercial jets fly. Volcanic lightning storms form instantly. Bolts strike across continents like a global electric war. Air travel stops, thousands of planes grounded. A pilot dares take off into skies filled with ash that can shut down engines instantly. Meanwhile, the ground fractures, roads split, buildings deform. In regions near major volcanoes, such as the Pacific Ring of Fire, cities shake violently. Mass evacuations begin, but the scale is too large. There is nowhere to run. Volcanic shockwaves travel across the planet, flooding coastlines with tsunamis triggered by underwater eruptions. The world enters the first stage of global geological chaos. Ashfall blankets entire nations. In some regions, the sun disappears within hours. The atmosphere fills with sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, ash particles, volcanic glass, toxic chemicals. Air becomes difficult to breathe. Visibility drops to meters. Rivers of lava break through landscapes. Forest fires rage uncontrollably. Animals flee in mass migrations. But the greatest danger is not the lava, it's not the ash, not the seismic chaos. It is the sunlight, or rather its absence. Volcanic ash reaches the upper atmosphere and begins forming a reflective layer around Earth. Sunlight weakens, temperatures fall, climate begins collapsing. Humanity faces the first signs of a new global winter. 1 week in, the effects accelerate beyond anything humanity has experienced. Temperatures plummet worldwide, first by a few degrees, then by more. Photosynthesis slows, crops fail. Plants struggle to survive under the darkened sky. Rain becomes acidic. Ash contaminates water supplies. Millions face starvation as supply chains break. Scientists estimate that if every volcano erupted at full force, the Earth could release more volcanic material in a week than it normally does in 100,000 years. The sky remains a deep, unnatural red. Daylight fades into twilight. Night becomes absolute. The global engine that supports life begins to stall. History gives us shadows of this scenario, tiny previews of what global eruption could look like. In 1815, Mount Tambora erupted in Indonesia. It caused the year without a summer. Temperatures dropped, harvests failed. Famines spread across continents. That was just one volcano. Go further back, 74,000 years ago, the Toba supervolcano erupted. Some theories suggest it nearly wiped out humanity. A volcanic winter lasted years, and even further, the eruption of the Siberian Traps, one of the greatest volcanic events in Earth's history, is believed to have triggered the largest mass extinction ever known. But none of these compare to every volcano erupting at once. This scenario is unprecedented, a geological event beyond anything recorded. If one eruption can reshape climate, what happens when all of them activate? By the first month, the world enters survival mode. Ash clouds circle the globe. Sunlight drops by up to 90% in some regions. Temperatures fall dramatically, a drop of 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. Summer becomes winter. Winter becomes deadly. Food production halts. Livestock dies. Oceans turn acidic, collapsing marine ecosystems. Rainwater becomes contaminated with ash and sulfur compounds. Fresh water becomes scarce. Power grids struggle to function. Solar energy becomes nearly useless. Air filtration systems fail under the weight of ash. Nations face humanitarian crises unlike anything in history. Human civilization begins to fracture. A year after the global eruptions, the world is unrecognizable. The Earth enters a volcanic winter, a prolonged period of cold, darkness, and ecological devastation. Temperature shifts change migration patterns. Entire species vanish. Agriculture becomes nearly impossible. Wildfires continue where lava still burns. Glaciers begin expanding due to reduced heat. The global population falls dramatically, not from the eruptions themselves, but from the collapse that follows. Humanity retreats into small, resilient communities. Survival becomes localized. Trade networks vanish. Modern technology becomes difficult to maintain. The Earth heals in some ways. Pollution drops and ecosystems adapt, but the price is unprecedented. Human civilization enters its darkest age since the last ice age. It may take decades, even centuries for sunlight to fully return. Ash settles slowly. Climate stabilizes only after the atmosphere clears. When the volcanic winter ends, humanity may rebuild, but it will be a different world. Smaller populations, decentralized societies, new climate patterns, new ecosystems, new global borders, a world reshaped not by war, but by the planet itself. The age of fire ends, and a new age begins. If every volcano on Earth erupted at once, humanity would face one of the greatest extinction threats in history. Not because the planet wishes to destroy us, but because we were never meant to control its deepest forces. The Earth's power is ancient, unpredictable, immense. And this scenario reminds us of a truth we often forget. We live on a planet still alive, still shifting, still capable of resetting everything. But the real question is not just what if every volcano erupted at once. It's this. What other hidden forces beneath our feet could rewrite the world in a single moment? And if they awaken, would we be ready?